What's up guys, Just Messi here and welcome to a brand new video. And today we've got an episode of potential transfers and we've got a lot of big names to cover in this episode guys. So as always, if you can smash 2,000 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts on today's rumours and rumours I should do in the next episode. And if you're to my channel, class subscribe button for daily FIFA content. And if you're a mobile user, you can actually go right to my channel now and there'll be a little bell icon. If you tick that, it'll give you a notification every single time I upload. And also, if you missed today's first video, that'll be down below in the description box. And the first rumour today is going to be related to Cuadrado, Chelsea's winger, who actually only signed back in January from Fiorentina, and a lot of Italian media base today is saying that he could be on his way to Juventus. Juventus actually want to take him on loan for this season, but Chelsea would rather sell him on a permanent. And that in itself actually shows how little of an impact he's actually made since signing. I think he signed for like 25 million or something like that. And apparently Chelsea are willing to sell him for 18 million pounds. And again, they actually says it's 5 million less than they actually bought him for, which is absolutely ridiculous. He definitely have struggled to get into that Chelsea team. Obviously, it's understandable the likes of Eden Hazard and players like that, but I mean, I thought he'd actually kind of get some kind of break, but he really has not done so. The second player today is going to be Bernard. And today, according to Ebola, he is actually linked with FC Porto in Portugal. And Porto apparently made a bid in the region of 17 million euros, which converts to around 12 million pounds for the Shakhtar winger. And he has definitely struggled to settle in Ukraine, and Porto could be a very good destination for him. Obviously, Porto are very much known for bringing through players and definitely improve them as well. And I mean, for 12 million pounds, it's not really that much. I think Shakhtar actually paid a bit more than that to actually get him to Ukraine. So I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm not sure how well he's done the last couple of years, but it doesn't really seem like he's made too much of an impact, to be honest. And the third player today is going to be Davide Astori. So Astori, according to Gianluca Di Marzio, again, is an Italian journalist, has said that he's on his way to Stuttgart and they've actually begun negotiations for the Cagliari defender. He was actually proposed to move it to Napoli. That actually collapsed last week in the Bundesliga outfit and now in advanced talks. And in terms of FIFA, it actually opens up a few more options given an Italian in the Bundesliga. It's not a great card, to be honest, but again, it's another option if you want to build your hybrids. And the fourth player today is going to be Clichy, potentially going to Inter Milan. Now, Corriere dello Sport in Italy are saying that Inter have moved in on Clichy after missing out on their previous two targets of Zukanovic and also Felipe Luis of Chelsea. And they need a left back, and Roberto Mancini is actually the guy that brought him to Man City back in 2011. So he has worked with him previously, and every time a Man City player is actually linked with Inter Milan, it does seem to go down to the same reason of they actually got on with Roberto Mancini himself. So I mean, Clichy, he's still a pretty solid defender, but again, Man City had the whole technique of swapping him and Kolarov depending on home and away matches. No fee has been mentioned, but again, it'd be quite nice for hybrids again having a new French left back in the Serie A. I mean, Patrice Evra is very excellent on FIFA, and Clichy is kind of the opposite of that. And now we move on to the fifth player, which is going to be Berahino. And today, according to the Sunday Express, Tottenham are actually very much front runners to get him for around 15 million pounds. There could be add-ons on top of that as well, but it says he's actually on the verge of completing the move in the next 48 hours. They were actually linked to him back in January as well, but it does seem like they want to have a combination of Harry Kane and Berahino up front together. Again, 15 million pounds, given the current going rate of strikers, is probably not the worst, to be honest. You could probably get a few a little bit cheaper, but nevertheless, Berahino is still a decent striker, and I'm not sure if he'll leave or not. But according to, again, the Sunday Express, looks like he will be going in the next 48 hours. Keep an eye out for that one. And now we move on to the sixth player, which is going to be Kieran Clark. And there really isn't much to say about this one other than Sky Sports themselves has said that West Brom have submitted a £5 million offer for the Aston Villa Irish centre-back. Again, that's all it says, and I can't really go any more detail of that, but it looks like West Brom are currently into a few players as well as a few outgoings. And move on then to Fernando Llorente. Now, Tutto Sport and also a lot of English media are saying that Arsenal are in pole position to sign the Juventus striker. He's 30 years old, and for me, I think it's a bit of a downgrade on Olivier Giroud. For a start, he's older than Giroud, and whenever I've actually seen him, he does look like a bit of a donkey on the ball. So I mean, Llorente, I think Arsenal are more suited to like a quick, rapid striker that gets like in behind the defence, but he's like kind of a hold-up man, exactly the same as what Olivier Giroud does. But Giroud, for me, again, I actually quite rate him, and Llorente, it does seem that Arsenal are actually interested given the amount of rumours for him. And the eighth player today is going to be Virgil van Dijk. And the Daily Mail today are suggesting he could be his way to Goodison Park with Everton, as Roberto Martinez is willing to pay £10 million or higher for the highly rated centre-back from Celtic. And it could be a potential replacement for what I'm going to call a Chelsea-bound, potentially, John Stones. If this one happens, I do see John Stones leaving, but again, it could just be like kind of a backup or even replacing Sylvain Distin or something like that. It'd be a good signing. Again, he's had 2 very good years at Celtic and could look to make a Premier League switch. And the final player today is going to be Angel Di Maria. Now, there are loads and loads and loads and loads of sources today for this one. I'm going to start off with L'Equipe, which is a French newspaper, I do believe, saying that PSG have agreed a €63 million deal, which is around £44.5 million, with Manchester United without add-ons for Di Maria. The Daily Mail are also saying that Di Maria wants around 160 £170,000 a week, and the clubs are still in negotiations but are close to agreeing a fee. And the final one, even in standard, Arsene Di Maria has flown out to New Jersey to complete a PSG move, undergo a medical, but it's unlikely he would make his debut against Manchester United. He was actually linked to a move to PSG before he even moved to Manchester United, but again, it could just be rumours, there could be a little bit of truth in it as well. And on that though, we're going to end today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, smash the like button, 2,000 likes would be absolutely awesome. In the comments below, let me your thoughts on today's rumours and rumours I should do in the next episode. And if you're new to my channel, click subscribe button for daily FIFA content, guys. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.